Welcome, everybody, to the final day of the Rebelle Rally. We're here at Rebelle Rally Live, brought to you by Toyota. We are in the beautiful Glamis dunes, the largest dunes in the northern North America. And this stage is brought to you by Total Chaos, which is the perfect suspension to have when you're out here getting some big dune time.
I'll say good morning, everybody. This is the day we've all been looking for and can't believe is already here.
Oh, we cannot believe that this is already here. It is pretty nutso. Just a few days ago we were freezing. Today temperatures are going to be over 100 degrees. Teams are going to have to hydrate. We're going to have navigators climbing up to the top of the dunes just to see what's on the other side. Remember, you cannot drive stock vehicles in the dunes like you would a side-by-side because they're just heavier, so you need to take a little bit more caution in these vehicles. So it's going to be a big day for navigators and a very scary day for drivers.
It is, indeed. And the risk you take to get stuck out in 100-degree weather and having to dig out, it's just you completely exhaust yourself physically, and then it's really hard to get back on mentally. So you may choose not to go for some of the harder checkpoints and say, we're going to leave it be, move right past it.
Exactly.
However, with that said, we have some really close competition out there in the field and some spots that could switch right up.
We do. It looks like right now it's going to be a battle for first place in the 4x4 category. It's between first and second, and then we have a battle for third and fourth. So check out those standings. It is pretty close there. And when it comes to crossover, probably first and second are pretty much seated as long as they have a great day today. But third place is looking a little wackadoo. But we've got Katie out on the line. Katie, here you go.
Hi, guys. This is the most exciting day for me here in Glamis. And finally, I'm here with the first car off the line. Sarah. They're in a royal fluster, getting their act together for the glorious Glamis Sand Dunes. She says, what's new? How are you feeling about today?
Pretty good. I have like a love-fear relationship with the dunes.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, like a healthy fear, I guess.
Sometimes I think if you're not scared before a race, then you never win. So, what's your strategy out there?
In trouble. My strategy, not to get in roll position and not to nosedive off a slip face.
Oh, I like that strategy. That sounds great. On navigation side, like just go one by one and kind of take them as they go and see how far we're getting with our time, and then have to knock some off if we aren't getting it.
Well, have fun out there, ladies. I'm so glad I caught you at the start line. Okay, I think we have Nicole Patel over there from Total Chaos, one of our favorite.
Nicole! Total Chaos!
Back to you, Matthew.
Thanks, Katie. Great to see that energy this morning. Indeed, I am here with Nicole Patel from Total Chaos. She's one of the forces behind the Rebelle, has been from day one, and does lots of unseen work making this event happen all across the year, pre-running and such. And we mentioned it a few times, but you and Emily, Nicole, spend how many days, I don't even know, out planning course for the Rebelle?
This year, we've logged 30 days of actual driving time, scouting, pre-running, rerouting. This year had some doozies with some of the storms that hit the West Coast back in September. Mm-hmm. We had the hurricane and then got hammered by a monsoon that forced some rapid changes to the entire design of the course, which threw some more days on us.
Sure.
But, I guesstimate about 4,000 miles.
Wow. And that's 4,000 miles of a lot of off-road. Tell me, because I think it's such a great story. Was it last year you guys were camping like on a fault line?
Oh, the earthquake was actually in 2020.
Okay.
There's so many things that we experience that unfortunately we don't get to post. We can't share our intel, our locations, any points of interest. So, so many things we experience that people really don't get to see. But yeah, it was 2020 out of Tonopah, Nevada. We were tent camping and woke up at about 4:30 in the morning to a 7.2 earthquake. And we were like less than 2 kilometers from the epicenter. It was wild.
Yikes. That, by the way, really rocked Trona. I don't know if they've managed to repair or take down the buildings that were like cracked in half by the size of that earthquake. Anyway, moving on. Nicole, lots of the competitors here enjoy the reliability of Total Chaos suspension. I'm curious, which vehicle were you guys using pre-running mostly this year?
Due to the heat and the time frames that we were running, we did a lot in July, August, and September. So I relied on Morocco Taco, the same vehicle that we shipped over to Africa when me and your wife, Chrissy, competed for the United States. Just trustworthy, reliable. If that vehicle wound up getting damaged, we had some backups. We had a lot of like prep this year, honestly, to a majority of the fleet. We left Seabiscuit alone so that we knew that it would be ready for Emily to drive during the event. It
sure was looking strong the other day when we had a look at it. Look, before we move on, you guys, sponsor of the day here in the Dunes, what advice would you give to someone, given the amount of experience you have in the Dunes? Just Dunes driving 101, like you got to make sure you get this right.
Don't break the crust. It's all about throttle control and really precise tire pressure. Every vehicle's weight placement is different. You want maximum amount of traction regardless of what tire brand you're running. You want a really good footprint. And if you focus on really good throttle control and not breaking the crust, you can avoid digging situations. The sand has gotten pretty dry. It's been hot the last couple days. We're going to have triple digits today. It is it's a crux day. There's Chrissy told me about 300 points on the line, so there could be some changes in regards to a couple of the positions, but safety and just one
cool.
flag at a time.
Keep your momentum, make a plan, don't sink in that sand. This has been Total Chaos interview with Nicole Patel.
We're good.
Hey, I'm here with, am I on, guys? Yeah? Am I good to go? Oh, yeah. I'm here with Peg and Donna, a.k.a. Nina and Terilyn, who don't look very chatty for... Can you just talk?
We have a lot of checkpoints to plot today. Looks like we're going to be covering a lot of distance. This is our day when we focus, drive smart, and it's just about being smooth, efficient, and...
If I've ever seen a game face, this is it right now. Let's just catch that and let them be. Have fun out there, ladies. I know how much you love it. Good luck. Now there's a fight for first and second, and there's a fight for third and fourth. And here we've got Lily.
And
Alex. I know I couldn't see Alex, and I didn't want to interrupt her because she's very busy plotting. Today's a big day.
Busy, always. We're going to have a great day, and we're just going to go earn whatever we can and go have a great day.
Now, what's your strategy for driving in the sand? I know you've had a fair amount of experience, and talk to me about driving it in the Rivian.
Don't get stuck.
Everyone is just a master of not helping me out with the conversation this morning.
Okay, Katie, how are you this morning?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. Can you see my hair and makeup is just yellow glasses?
Oh, we don't have any of that. We just have dirt, and she had exfoliating sunscreen this morning because it had so much sand in it.
Exfoliating sunscreen because it has so much sand. Hey, good luck out there, ladies. Can't wait to watch you and see what happens in the standings over the next few hours. Oh, this is serious.
Yes, forming a plan.
Forming a plan. What is your plan? You don't have to talk to me, Nat. What is your plan?
The basic plan is we're going to kind of follow, I think, the sand highways and go in and go out and probably not go to the big dunes today. So it's our first year, and we are not around any of our other friends in our start time. So we're starting alone.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. Make sure you get back.
Yeah,
that's
the goal.
That's always a good goal here in Glamis. Okay, I'm so excited to be at the start line at the front today, talking to all these people. But first of all, let's go back and see what Emmy and Matthew have to say, and then I'll come back and talk to the BMW.
All right, thank you, Katie. You know, driving a Rivian in the sand can be a little bit difficult just because it's pretty heavy, but they did get a new sand mode update, so that will help kind of modulate their throttle. It will help them, not. You've got all that torque, which can very easily spin your wheels, which can very easily dig you in. So that sand mode will help that. And then they'll definitely have to choose a tire pressure that might be a little bit heavier or might be a little bit more because their rig is so heavy.
Indeed, you might be noticing a similarity in what's being said now and earlier when Nicole Patel was here. She said throttle control. Mm-hmm. Throttle control is so key, especially if you have as much torque as a Rivian does. A slip of the foot onto the throttle and too deep into the throttle from a dead stop,
yeah,
then you can
buried.
just stick yourself. Literally, you can get yourself stuck from a stop if you're in too much of a rush. Shall we talk a little bit about course today?
Yeah. You know, we decided to not do the map box animation because as cool as it is, it's just not the way that teams are going to go because there's so many options out here. But we do know that the 4x4s start here. They're going to go back behind Basecamp, and they're going to go to the Palapa, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've got a few notes. Emily came and rushed by and whisked by and gave us some quick updates. I had to write down fast, so hopefully I can read my writing here. But she said essentially the washes here from the weather are a mess.
Done.
So we're not using the washes as much as we have in the past. 4x4s are headed out to the Palapa. It's a pretty really pretty area. It's some good waking up driving there in the dunes, and it's an out and back. Then they're going to be heading up towards to Olds. There's a green CP up near Olds. The northwest big dunes here at Glamis we often don't go in.
We've never been in them. We always just kind of skirt along the sand highway and then come around onto Gecko and then get into those kind of middle dunes off of Gecko Road. We've never been in that northwest corner, so that's going to be pretty awesome.
That's going to be new this year. One of the reasons we're able to do that is the weather. Again, it's rounded off some of the tops and made them a little safer to drive.
Finally, the rain and the wind has made it a good thing for us.
Speaking of wind, we have been super lucky this year.
Don't say anything.
I've already looked at the forecast. I'm not jinxing this. I've looked at the forecast for tomorrow. But last year we had torrential downpour here and wind. Other years we've had stuff blowing over and sand coming. You know, you had to get in the tent.
Yeah.
Anyway, luckily no wind this year, even though it's going to be super hot. Out at the end of Gecko Road later, they're going to be crossing the river, the canal. Into a flat area.
Right. And so here's what's interesting. That flat area actually has a lot of those bushes that kind of stick up, and you've got a tire that's aired down for the dunes, and you're in that flat area. That might be a problem for some people.
For sure. And then a lot of, it's easy sometimes to forget when you're carrying more speed out in flat areas that if you're aired down for the dunes, you can't turn the steering sharp. You've got to use good driving technique to slow down with the brake in a straight line before steering. If you present the sidewall with a lot of side force, you could just debeat a tire.
Exactly.
And lose a lot of time.
Yeah, so they'll be crossing the canal. There's only a few places where they can cross the canal, so they'll have to make sure, they've got a map, obviously, but they'll have to make sure that they know exactly where they are to get to those crossing points. They'll get on the other side of the canal, and then I believe that's when they start a Jimmy Lewis Enduro. That'll be 5 checkpoints, start, finish, and then 3 checkpoints in between, and that will take them back into the dunes. And I believe at this point they'll be close to Highway 8 in the very southernmost part of the dunes.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, headed towards the... I'm trying to figure out if this competitor can hear me right now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We have Lonnie from 147 is taking a video, but so we don't want to talk too much about the course since she's right there. So she's coming in with an earful. Okay. What do you got?
So we're skipping the swing set this year, but we're going right by it on the way to the American flag where there will be a checkpoint.
Right.
And then towards the end of the day, Wash 13's got a green CP and back into the dunes one more time as you're headed back to Basecamp.
Yep. So, we should see we'll see some teams that are not in the top come in a little bit early today, just because they'll be really, really tired. But I expect that the top teams will take all of their allotted time to come in. I believe it's a 10-hour day today.
It is, but that 10 hours is going to be, it's going to feel like 14 and it's 100 degrees.
But I expect to see the top teams back here around 5 o'clock.
Okay. We'll look forward to it. I think we should probably jump back out to Katie.
Yeah.
I'm up here. I'm here with Jessica and Melissa and Rebecca and Sedona, and we're talking about would you come back next year? And they said, well, I think it's probably kind of like having a baby. You forget. And it all feels really good after about 6 months, and then you do it again. Hey, Rebecca, you're in the driver's seat today. Talk to me about how you're feeling about that.
Nervous, definitely. Yesterday was the first time we had this in the dunes.
We saw you get yourself out of a bit of a pickle.
No, I wasn't really in a pickle. I wanted to get up as far as I could, and I just didn't turn down quite enough, so we just used little max tracks to go do my little turn. That was awesome. There'll be a lot more pickles today.
But it wasn't a pickle. You were just doing your thing. Hey, good luck out there. I'll let you move forward because we're off. And quickly over here to you, Jessica. What's your strategy for today?
We're going to try and play it pretty conservative. We've got a little bit of a lead, and we just want to stay safe and keep each other safe, and so that's our strategy for today.
Sounds very clever to me. A little bit of a lead, keep it in there. Okay, guys, pull ahead so I don't mess up your little bit of a lead by not letting them get off the start line. Let's talk to Alex and Megan. Pull forward, ladies. Our Pennzoil team. How are we feeling about the dunes, ladies?
It's we haven't done a lot of dunes driving before, but I am excited to be out there, so, yep.
It's fun.
I'm excited to be able to navigate to a heading and hopefully actually go to that heading today, because we don't have obstacles as much, so.
Very good attitudes here from our Pennzoil rookie team. Have fun out there, ladies. Can't wait to see you at the finish line. I'll be right here waiting for you. Let's have a quick chat to Laura Wanless. Hi. Resting driver's face, or are you happy for a chat?
I'm happy for a chat. Let's do this. Day 7.
We're finally at the front, so we get to catch you.
Oh, how fun is that? Thanks for coming up here.
Now, how are you feeling about Sand Day? I know you love the dunes. What's your strategy?
I mean, at a minimum, I get to drive on the dunes, so I'm happy. So the strategy is get as many effing points as we can.
It's a competitive nature coming out as always. And I'll let you speak for Maria. How's she feeling about the navigation today? Or no, you can speak for yourself.
No, I can speak for myself. I feel okay. Black diamonds are always tough, but we're gonna do the best we can. There are a good amount of blues, so I feel good about those. Laura crushes it both driving and staying on her headings, so we're gonna be good.
I can navigate by the seat of my pants. We're good on the dunes. We're good.
They're good, and I believe them too. Have fun out there, and I can't wait to see you at the finish line. Back to you, Emmy and Matthew. I've got lots of teams here, but what are you two up to?
Thanks a lot, Katie. We are just sitting here just really getting present to that it's the last day. The cars are lined up there mostly in the order that they are in the overall lead. I misspoke last night. I was looking at a list of scores before they were complete, and I thought Lily and Alex were 60 points in second place.
They're
not. 11 points in second place, something really narrow.
Yeah, it's 11 or 13, so still really close. A battle for first and second in 4x4. I think we've got a list of how many checkpoints they're going to have to go through today. So these are the 4x4s. They'll have 4 greens, 19 blues with 4 of the X options. Those will probably be driving X. It will be more challenging driving. Some might be a little bit more challenging navigating. And then 12 black diamond checkpoints with 3 X options. And I have to tell you, trying to get to an X checkpoint in the dunes is really difficult because you can't drive in a straight line. So you're always going to be off on your distance, and then there's not a lot of stuff to side off of. So when we get back to X-Cross for today, they have just as many 4 greens, 12 with 1 X options, and then 14 black diamond checkpoints with 3 X options. So it is going to be a full 10 hours for these ladies today.
I'll say, and I'm really familiar, especially after the sand gets soft, which the sand changes during the day, right? As it gets hotter and the sun becomes overhead. There's times the driver can't stop. You can't even let the navigator navigate because you can't stop.
Yeah,
you're like, I've got it. And then you're turning and turning and trying to find a safe place to stop the vehicle so you're not going to be stuck.
Right.
And you're spinning the navigator all over the place.
And another thing teams are going to need to manage today, we talked about tire pressures, but as it warms up in the ambient air and as your tires start moving around, they might start off the line with 15 PSI, but by 10 o'clock, they might be up to 20 PSI. Mm-hmm. So you have to keep monitoring your tire pressure. It's not just to set it and forget it. You have to keep monitoring through as the day heats up.
Speaking of, let's go and do some monitoring here with whatever Katie's up to. She got Sam and Becky out there?
I think so.
Awesome.
I do. It's so exciting to be at this end of the line in the morning, so I get to chat to different teams. And I'm here with Sam and Becky, who, I mean, really, we are partnered with Toyota, and it's these two that have created the legacy of all the Toyota teams. So we have you to thank for our live partnership. How are you feeling about the dunes?
Feeling good. We love the dunes. We've trained here quite a bit. I love driving out here. It's so much fun. Sam's a great navigator, so it's the last day. We're going to give it all we got, lay it all on the table, and then come back to the finish line in one piece.
I love it. I've had a lot of people say they're going to play it conservatively, and I do like to hear that they're going to put it all on the table today. Good luck out there, ladies, and I'll be right here at the finish line to see you. Now let's come down here. I think I just saw Carissa and Trista. I did. We won't disturb Trista because she's plotting, and then we'll come back to you guys in a second. Hi.
Hi.
How are we feeling about today?
We are apprehensive, nervous, and super excited. So, yeah.
Are you going to put it all on the table, or are you playing it conservative?
We will put it all on the table as much as possible, but we're also conservative when it comes to time and not getting stuck in the sand. So we kind of ride the middle, like Emily says.
Ride the middle, a true Emily Miller quote. Hey, have fun out there, ladies, and we'll see you at the finish line. Back to you, Emmy and Matthew.
Thank you, Katie. Well, I know that a lot of you are watching on Facebook Live right now, and we've got some social comments that we always want to reply to. So let's go Plug Club All-Stars. Can't wait to watch the ladies crush it today. Thanks, Kristen. We love to have your support out here
Plug
as
Club.
the teams go up. I know. All right, 184 Twisted Knickers Rally Rocket. Have fun in the dunes. You know, I worked with the Twisted Knickers team the last time I competed out here in the dunes, and they were a really great team to collaborate with out here. Jay Sackett, outlive, outlast. Let's go, Sam and Becky.
Let's go, Sam and Becky.
That's
one of our Toyota
right.
teams.
Outlive,
We just heard
outlast
from them.
is our Toyota mantra.
That's right. Lisa, good luck, ladies. Love, Glamis. Heads up. Sand will be soft.
Yep,
yeah,
sure
we're
will.
realizing that. Watch out for the witch's eyes. Girl power.
Yeah, those.
It's like a joke that I don't read or something. You know?
And then Aaron Manson, good luck on Dunes Day with some little devil horns. Get those max tracks ready. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'll say.
Buddy. Everyone's got at least 2 max tracks, if not 4. So we do have, we do have a live tracker out here so you can watch your favorite teams. But if it's your first time looking at them, it might be a little bit confusing. So we've got this great primer by lead scoring judge Chrissy Beavis for you to check out. So let's roll that tape.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Beavis. I'm the competition director and head of scoring, and I want to show you a couple of things about how to follow us. So go over here from the Rebelle Rally website, go over to live, and live tracking is where you can actually watch the teams and see where they are. We've got GPS units on all of the teams, and select the day, and you'll actually be able to see where they all are. So you'll be able to see where they are now. If you turn on and off their tracks, you'll be able to see where they went all day. Then if you want to see their score, you can go to live scoring. And as the days populate, you'll be able to see their daily totals, their standings, and everything about their days. Here's the classes up top here. You can select those and then select which day you want to see, and you'll get to see all of their scores. So check us out on rebellerally.com in the live section.
All right, welcome back. Thank you, Chrissy. That's a quick primer about how to follow. This late in the game, I love to draw your attention to Flowchart. Press on Flowchart, spend a few minutes looking at your team and how they have migrated up and down the leaderboard through the week, and it tells a really interesting story for how they've done this week. I'll not delay anymore and jump back out and see what Katie's got.
I just love how much Matthew loves his flowcharts. Like, can you please go onto rebellerally.com and look at the flowchart? Because it's really valuable and really important, and I think we need more people look at it. Now, I'm here with the Cantor Divas. You were having a moment at a green checkpoint yesterday. Can you tell me what was going on?
That was right after Jimmy Lewis's Enduro, and apparently I tried to go up completely the wrong hill, which was like a hammer hill, so got 3/4 of the way up, and tried it 4 times, and there's just no way I was going to get up it, but I tried.
You tried 4 times?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and then after that, we couldn't find our footing, so we just decided be on the safe side and bail and go to green checkpoint. So when we got there, we saw other teams, and we were all having a moment.
I'm not going to keep keep you because look up there. You need to get up to the start line. I don't want to be responsible for messing up your start.
Thanks to everybody who has supported us and helped us get here. This is our third time, and we've had amazing support from different people and sponsors, so thank you.
She's okay missing potentially the start to thank all of her supporters. So thank you. Thank you to everyone's supporters. Like, there's so many privateers out here that are supported by friends and family and smaller companies. Not everyone is sponsored by an OEM. Hi, Emily.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's the Kia feeling this morning?
It's feeling awesome. We're excited to get out to the dunes.
And what's your strategy for the dunes?
Oh, what's your strategy for the dunes?
Get as many checkpoints as we possibly can.
And you're quite good at that, so I'm feeling hopeful.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's always a little different in sand.
It is always a little different in sand. Hey, have fun out there, ladies, and we'll see you at the finish line. Can't wait. Enjoy your day. We've got the Mark E here, but their windows are up, so we're not going to interrupt them. Let's say hello to Lisa. We saw you yesterday at the beginning. We had a bit of a crisis moment there.
It seems like we were the comic relief of yesterday, so just doing our part.
Not at all. Not at all. We were just a little confused about what was going on.
So were we.
So were we. We heard the Jimmy Lewis Enduro. Some people did 3 times, and we're like, is it because you loved it, or because you were trying to figure it out 3 times?
Yeah, we I think 4 or 5 attempts at the beginning of it before we finally tried to reverse engineer it. But hey, in the end, for all of our comic relief, we got 2 of the 3 checkpoints before we had to bounce and go get more stuff. So
damn, that's impressive.
Not bad. Not bad.
Some really cool like rock crawling in there, and it'll make some good. We have a dash cam, so hopefully it'll make some good dash cam footage. Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoy the sand, and I can't wait to see you later on tonight. Have fun out there, ladies. Emily's shaking hands of competitors. She's always on the line in the morning, making sure that all the Rebelles are feeling as loved as they are. And she's like, Emmy, she likes to chat. Can we interrupt? Well, probably shouldn't interrupt you, but she really is amazing about stopping. Oh no, stop giving me prompts there. Good morning. Sorry, I just interrupted Emily because we need to talk to you on live. How are you feeling about the sand?
Oh, I am so excited about the sand. Actually, she's doing all the driving. I've just got to figure out how to get us everywhere.
It'll be interesting. It's always interesting.
Interesting. That's a good way to put it.
Well, have a great time out there, and we'll see you at the finish line. Can't wait. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
Back to you, Emmy and Matthew.
Thank you very much, Katie. It's great to see the energy from all the teams there. Some of them a bit of trepidation maybe sensed there in the middle.
Yeah, but some are really showing a lot of confidence in the dunes. I mean, Laura Wanless was like, we're just going to go out there and crush it. I mean, like, come on, we're so cool. So it's great to see that because you do want to go in here with some confidence because you have to commit. You have to commit out here. And the problem is, sometimes maybe you commit too hard.
You commit too much.
You commit too much.
In the case of Kara there with her iForce Max hybrid Tundra, she's got lots of power to commit.
She does have a lot of power to commit, but she does, the Tundra is a full-size vehicle. It's pretty heavy, but thankfully that vehicle's got a lot of torque. So, like Nicole was saying, if they air down really well, she's going to be, they're going to be in a better place. But it's still tricky driving in a full-size vehicle.
Yeah, Nicole says don't break the crust. And
right.
She means do your best to tiptoe around on the tops of the sand.
Exactly. You want to make sure that you kind of get this feeling when your car gets up on top of the sand, you kind of get this feeling that you're floating through it. And that's the feeling that you want. You don't want to feel like you're pushing sand. You want to feel like you're floating on the sand. And sometimes you can feel like you're pushing it, and then suddenly you get up on top of it, and you're like, oh, okay, we're good. So it's kind of a weird driving in the dunes. You do, like, it's like on your butt dyno, right?
Yeah.
You got the old butt dyno going.
If you're tuning in today and you're wondering why we're talking so much about driving in the dunes, it's because it is that unique.
Yeah.
It is that different from any other space, and driving a full-size, full-weight, actually more so, loaded down vehicle in the sand is really challenging.
Well, smart teams will have taken everything out of their vehicle that they don't need. They'll take out their toolbox. That I would run without a spare out here because like, really, what am I going to hit? That's a risk, but
I don't know.
it's something,
You're talking to somebody
you're
that
talking
had
to
two
someone
flats
who had two
yesterday.
flat tires
3
yesterday.
flats in the last 4 days.
You be quiet. But, you want to get as much weight out of the car as you possibly can. So, like the Toyota that we've got up here with Cantoy Divas, they've got a rooftop tent, and that adds weight to that. Like, I would try to get all of that stuff off of that vehicle before I get out into the dunes, because it is a game about weight versus power to weight ratio. I believe we've got Katie out there, but we're looking right into the sun, so
I
we
got
can't
her.
see who
I
it
think
is.
she's with Michelle and Tasha.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm so glad I did a wardrobe change just before, because the sun's come up and we've gone from cool to hot like in seconds. Okay, Stacey, how are you doing this morning?
Awesome. Ready to have fun in the sand.
We just talked about how none of us had a good night's sleep because of the loud, long train. How did you guys do?
Yeah, the train is awesome. Really awesome at like 3 a.m.
How are you feeling about... Oh, sorry.
I didn't even hear the train. I slept like a rock.
How are you feeling about Sand Day?
Who's honking, Stace? Come on. It was her. I feel great about the sand day. I have my castle materials, a bucket. I hope to build a beautiful sculpture out there, and I'm going to stick a big blue flag right in it.
Bless you. That's the best live interview we've had. She's going to go out and build sandcastles. Good luck. I cannot wait to see you at the finish line. Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to pull forward? I'll walk with you while we chat.
Let's do it.
How are you feeling about Glamis?
Pretty good. We'll see how the morning goes and take it from there.
And how's that eye doing?
Well, I got my special x-ray glasses today to get me through the dunes, so I think we're going to be good today.
Very cool, calm and collected in here. I love everyone's attitude this year. It's like, yeah, we're going to crush it or we're going to take it easy, but you're all very confident in your decisions.
I think we're going to play safe so we don't do anything silly to cost anybody anything, so we're going to try to keep it dialed.
Very smart. Hey, we'll see you at the finish line. Bye, guys. There's a trend here. There's teams who are going to play it safe, and there are teams that are going to put it all on the table. Got our rookie Rivians here. How are you doing?
We're good. We're excited for today.
I love your sunglasses.
Thank you.
So what's your strategy in the sand as rookies? Have you trained here?
We have trained. I think the biggest strategy is just slow is smooth, smooth is fast. We're not trying to rush anything today.
Good luck out there, and I can't wait to see you at the end.
Thank you. I'll see you here in 10 hours.
10 hours. That's how much time they have. Now let's quickly, before we go back, because I'm trying to get everyone this morning, I'm going to go around and talk to Shelby because Rory looks busy. I know not to mess with Rory when she's plotting, so Shelby, forever smiling. How are you doing, girls? Come on, tell me what's the dope here?
Well, Rory's done plotting. We're just route planning and making decisions for the day of, what checkpoints we want to go to. It hasn't been the best rally that we have planned for, but we get up every day planning for the best. And we love the dunes. We love hanging out here. We love driving in them. Rory is a fantastic navigator in them. So we're just going to go today and do our best.
I love that attitude. It's a Rebelle attitude. Everything in the back seat. Today's a new day. I know that you're great in the dunes, so I'm assuming that you're going to put it all on the table?
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
End on a high note. End on a high note, ladies.
Yes.
Love chatting
High
with
note.
you. High note?
On a high note.
Yeah, thanks for correcting my accent. It's a shocker in the morning. Have fun out there. I can't wait to see you at the end. Bye, guys. Back to you, Emmy and Matthew.
Thank you so much, Katie. Anything really can happen in the dunes. In 2018, Rebecca and I we're out here, and we were running first going into the day, and we were like, okay, all we really need to do is just be consistent today. We don't need to have a great day. We just need to have a good day. And then Michelle LaFramboise and her navigator, whose name escapes me right now, Elise, thank you, Reset. They came and had a perfect day in the dunes. Perfect. They got all of their X checkpoints. They got every single point that they could possibly do. And they came up, I don't know how many places they jumped, but they came up and they tied us for first place. So it is possible here. If you have an absolutely stellar day, you can move up a lot of places out here in Glamis. And that's why a lot of the times the competition ends right here.
Yeah, for sure. And even if Shelby and Rory, I mean, they've got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
But they could still take pride in winning the day.
Absolutely.
You win a day of the Rebelle, that's something to hang your hat on.
Especially winning the Dunes Day.
Yeah,
that's
a big day.
Pretty rad. That's pretty rad. All right, Katie is with one of our Honda teams. Katie.
I've actually got two of the Honda teams here, Nicole and Serena and Liz and Hillary.
Hello.
How are you two feeling?
Good. We're excited. Excited for the sand and the last day.
And what's your strategy for navigation today?
Well, we plotted where all the blacks are, even if we're not going to go there, because apparently they kind of help form the route. So we're going to start with blues and greens and see if we can catch a couple blacks towards the end, I think.
Very clever. Emily always says plot everything and then you can use that information. All the information you can get is important. Okay, good strategy. Well, you enjoy yourselves out there, ladies. And we'll see you at the finish line.
Yeah, we're excited.
Okay, let's have a quick chat here to Liz and Hillary.
Good morning.
We've got our sand goggles on over here in the driver's seat, which we need in the sand sometimes if the wind kicks up. How are we feeling about Dune Day?
Our car does really well in crossover, so sand mode keeps a lot of power up, and we just hope we don't get stuck.
But you've got all the tools if you do, right?
We do.
Yep, we got all the tools, and we're ready to use them if we have to. Planning to drive as well as we can to not have to.
And we saw a lot of women taking a lot of things out of their vehicle unloading so that they were lighter in the sand. Did you do that?
We took a lot of our camping gear out and things like that, but we don't have a lot of extra gear that we don't need, so we didn't have to take it out.
Come prepared. Prep your, is a total chaos saying. And it sounds like they have certainly done that. Back to you, Emmy and Matthew.
Thank you, Katie. They were those gals in the Pilot Trail Sport were talking about sand mode. A lot of crossovers don't have those kinds of drive modes. The BMW X2 has a normal, Sport Plus, and an individual mode, but it doesn't have a sand mode. The Mach-E does not have a sand mode. So it's interesting. In those cars, the driver will really need to do the work of the computer, which is, I personally think that's a lot more fun than relying on a computer. But it's cool to see that some crossovers are coming in with those off-road drive modes to kind of help out people who need it.
You still have to do the learning. You have to learn how to use an analog car to make it work in the sand. And when you have those modes, you need to learn how, what the mode's doing for you and how to optimize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I know you all might be curious about what it looks like driving in the dunes out here. We've got some B-roll from last year's competition out here in Glamis. So let's take a look at some of what was going on. So this is the sand highway. Now, Glamis has got a sand highway, one that runs north to south and one that runs east to west. And that's a really easy way to get your way around the dunes. And a lot of these teams, especially the crossovers, they will go on the sand highway, which is safer, easier driving, and then they'll zip into the dunes, the bigger dunes, get a checkpoint, and then zip back out and do the sand highway. Now, sometimes that takes a lot of time. So they might decide to try to traverse the dunes inside the dunes to get to their next checkpoint.
And that can be easier considered than done. You're thinking, oh, this makes sense. We'll just go straight. I'll hit that.
No, but you won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't. Now, Glamis does have a rather large valley that runs north to south between, basically we call them the big dunes and the shitty dunes.
Yeah, that's what we call them.
So
it's fact.
so there is a valley out there that you can traverse that is a little bit easier, but not by much.
So why? Let's describe the shitty dunes. Why do they get that name?
We call them the shitty dunes because they're smaller. So you would think they would be easier to drive, but the problem is they're smaller and they're closer together. So in a smaller vehicle like a side-by-side, it's a lot easier because you're just a little bit more nimble. These vehicles are larger. It's harder to get yourself through those dunes because it's very easy to just kind of get stuck in a hole that might not even be that big, but because you're so big, you can't get you can't get any momentum to get out of it.
Yeah, and you're constantly tasked with choices, decisions and choices every 2 seconds. There's
Look at that.
example
Someone was
somebody
stuck from last year.
That's pretty stuck.
Yeah, and they were coming down the hill, but it looks like they kind of ran into that berm and didn't. I probably would have just like followed the berm and gassed it and gotten out.
So Chris Walker talked a bit about driving last night about getting your eyes up.
Yeah.
This is a situation, and I'm not saying that could have been avoided.
Yeah,
I'm not going to criticize them.
Yeah.
But this is a situation when you see something that's hazardous, like, oh, somebody got stuck there, you pick your eyes up and you don't look at that anymore and you go big gas. And you make a new plan.
When in doubt, throttle out. All right, this is a live shot of the dunes right behind us, I believe. You can see we've got a lot of vegetation out here because we've had all of the rain. And this area right here, yeah, that's right behind us.
They're headed out to the Palapa area this morning. With the vegetation, it causes you to change your line. You can't just drive over that stuff. They're big mountains. You can get your vehicle hung up on it, or you can find something to pop a tire in there. So you got to dodge it, but it may be causing you to edit your line in a way that kind of wedges you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because the sand is like grown up. The wind blows the sand into those bushes. So underneath those bushes is a lot of sand, and you can very easily get stuck up there. But that looks like we've got some of the people that got off the line first today.
Is that Peg and Donna or Alex and Megan?
That is Nina and Terralyn out there. Nina is a great dune driver, and Terralyn is just such an excellent navigator. They're able to, Nina's willing to take a lot of chances out in the dunes, but she also knows these dunes really well. She helps train Rebelles out here. She offers a training program. A lot of Rebelles come out and they take that training. I can't remember how much it is, but I did it one year with her and it was just fantastic. She's just so knowledgeable.
Like many things in life, it comes down to how much you put into for how much you get out, And if you've got 30 days of driving in the sand under your belt, you're going to know things, some stuff that's just unsaid, that you just understand how the sand works.
Exactly. So it looks like they have found their heading, found where they are going, and they are going to take off to their next checkpoint. Now, it'll be interesting to see who teams up with who. The Rebelle allows teams to work together in the dunes, mostly because it is safer and it's nice to have help for when you get stuck. However, that does slow you down because now you're kind of navigating by committee, because you don't want to just have one person leading you to whatever checkpoint you're going to. So some teams prefer to work alone because they can keep their own pace. Some teams really want that security of working with another team or two. So it is all about, again, it plays into your strategy. Do you want to play it safe or do you want to work at your pace?
You may have covered this just then because I was looking at some other stuff. Did you say what your strategy was? You and Becca were kind of lone wolves, weren't you?
We were kind of lone wolves, yeah, because we moved pretty fast. That changed a little bit once we got into the Rivian because we were so unsure about how to drive an electric vehicle in the dunes, and at that point, the car didn't have a sand mode. The truck, we couldn't dial in our regenerative braking. That's another thing on an electric vehicle. When you lift off your throttle, you don't coast. You actually start to stop. Now, the Rivians you can program in your regen so that it's a little bit less and you won't dig yourself in, but there's a lot of skills that you need to develop really quickly getting an electric vehicle through the dunes. I'm not sure if the Mach-E has regen braking levels that they can dial in, but with that regen, it's very easy to either get stuck at the top of a dune or to kind of dig yourself in when you're just stopping on flat ground, right? So it's a whole other Oprah when it comes to getting an electron-fueled dune. Fueled car through all of this soft sand.
Still comes down to the same basics, like Total Chaos was there about. Like we call Nicole Patel Chaos, by the way. We just call her Chaos.
Yep.
Like Chaos was saying, it's down to throttle control. No matter what you're driving, your right foot's got to have a good, steady plan.
Yep. Now why did they stop right there?
Not sure.
That's interesting.
Maybe they're trying to figure out which way to go around the vegetation. They're in a wash, actually. They're in a grippier area based on the colors I'm looking at of the sand there.
Yeah, as we said before, a lot of these washes are just busted because of all of the rain, and there's a lot of steep ledges. And what's nice in normal times is that these washes are pretty flat, and you can cover a lot of distance in a relatively short amount of time. However, if they're ledged out and and unsafe to drive at higher speeds, it's just better to just completely stay out of them. And you know what? We'll wait for the side-by-sides to come through and make them a little bit more drivable. And that's the first time I've ever said that sentence in my life.
Just to confirm, you are looking at the current leader in four-wheel drive for the Rebelle Rally 2023. If we get a chance, maybe we'll find Alex and Lily in the Rivian here and see what they're up to. They're the next one. They're in second place with a decent chance of catching Nina and Tyrlin.
But for now, we've got Katie out on the line with some of our awesome competitors. Katie, take it away.
Hey, I'm here at the beach with no water, and it is certainly heating up. And one of our most colourful teams in Bomber Bob, moms and CEOs. Chris is the CEO of a company. Andrea is the CEO of a small third world country called her family, and is also an entrepreneur. How are you doing, Speed Plotter?
We're doing great. We're ready to tackle the dunes today.
Yeah,
we're good.
I've got a sense that the vibe coming out of this vehicle is just throw it all on the table.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah,
everything to just gain. We're going. I mean, we love this place. We're going. We got to move forward though.
Goodbye, and I can't wait to see you at the end. Have fun out there.
Thanks, guys.
Fast and curious, always fun. Now these guys, move on up. Come on up. Come on up. We're going to have a chat to Azure and Eva, and then we've got Leeway and Rasa. I mean, this is easy today, Will, and they just pull up next to us. Good morning. Now, before we talk strategy, which one of you owns a motel in Bisbee?
That would be me.
I've been there.
You've been to the Jonquil Motel in
Not
Bisbee,
the motel,
Arizona?
but I've been to Bisbee, and I bought like a corset frame thing. But I love it there.
It's the best little town. It is the best little town. Come visit us. My boyfriend and I own a motel there called the Jonquil Motel. It's got 7 little rooms, amazing backcountry. So if you're into riding motorcycles or driving trucks, and we have a huge backyard. So if you're into camping in your rooftop tent or out of your own little tent, you can come stay with us.
Thank you very much for the invitation. You just invited everyone down to Bisbee.
Come on.
Hey, what's your strategy today for the dunes?
I think we just kind of keep our same strategy. Do the best we can in the morning, get as many checkpoints we can in the morning, and don't die in the desert in the afternoon. So we're going to try to be good teammates to one another, good teammates to everyone else out here, stay safe, keep the truck intact. And
you are going to stay safe with what I'm calling outfit of the day, because no one's going to miss you out there on the dunes, and I love the matching thing going on, so you've won outfit of the day. Have fun out there. We'll see you at the finish line. Can't wait. Bye-bye. And Leeway and Rasa, I'm going to put the microphone over the back to talk to Rasa while she continues plotting. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're doing pretty good. Leeway's got a little headache, but we've got some caffeine and some ibuprofen to help her out. But no, we're feeling pretty good about our day. We're feeling pretty confident. I mean, not like we're going to get all the points confident, but you know, we're not
going to hopefully roll over.
We're not like, nervous about the dunes, because third time's the charm, I think. So I don't know. We're doing good.
We'll have fun out there. Get that ibuprofen and coffee to kick in, and I'm sure things will improve for you. That's the name of the game today. Rubber side down, ladies. That's what Rory and Shelby told me. Hey, how are you feeling this morning?
Incredible.
Incredible? Oh my gosh. Please elaborate on incredible.
I don't know, yesterday was amazing. We had so much fun. We got some technical driving finally, which was epic. Yesterday was really cool. We had really tough decisions to make, but I think they were the right decisions. When we got back, we felt really good.
And I'm feeling really sad to go back to the real world. I just want to stay in rally world forever. I'm dreading going back home. It went by so quick.
Now, sometimes people kind of reconsider relationships and their jobs. I've been asking people, are you all going back to work on Monday?
I'm not, because I don't work at my old company anymore. So I took this week to really reprioritize my life, mentally, emotionally, all of these things. So yeah, I think my career is going to go in a little bit different of a direction when I get back home.
What a great way to do that on the Rebelle. And also, by the way, this isn't really a competitive comment, but your car smells great.
Ooh, good.
Do you have air freshener or just good perfume on?
Just us.
We just smell good. We haven't showered the entire time. It's just our natural farm.
No, she's lying. We just had 3 showers.
I mean, seriously, it's like a bed of roses coming out of this car. Hey, have fun out there and enjoy the day. Everyone's so stoked to be here at Glamis.
I'm so stoked I'm drinking ginger ale.
I'm so stoked I'm drinking ginger ale.
Yeah.
You're always so cool, calm, and collected. How are you feeling about Big Dune Day?
Big Dune. Oh, I'm so stoked for it. Yeah, I'm ready. We were out there yesterday.
I know, look at her. She's got her Canadian Dry and her plotting's all done.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Carrie?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I love the dunes. So, yeah, the dunes are a special place for little mountains to be here.
All right, I'll let you get back to Lee, who's trying to do the official work, and I'm here smelling perfumes. Do we have a Honda that just pulled up here? Oh, we do. Good morning, Mercedes.
Good morning. How are you?
You've been here before.
I have.
How do you... Oh, you both have. How do you feel about Big Dune Day this year?
I feel great.
Well, that's a game face. So we've got people...
game face.
Yeah, people are either taking it easy or putting it all on the table. I'm guessing it's the latter for you two?
For us, we need to be very strategic. We need to be very careful. We're the only bone stock crossover this year that is in the competition. So we need to play it safe, but be very prudent with our time efficiency, just mechanical sympathy, and just be very smart today.
It sounds like a very solid strategy. We'll see you at the finish line. Have a great time as well.
Thank you. Have a great day. Stay hydrated.
Hydrate or die. Everybody needs to stay hydrated in the dunes. It's unsafe if you don't drink lots and lots of water. Back to you, Emmy and Matthew.
Thank you so much, Katie. We didn't do the Mapbox fly over the course today, but I'm looking on the Instagrams, and on the Rebelle Rally Instagram, they do have a post where they do fly over the course. So if you're interested to see what that is, go check out Rebelle Rally at Instagram, and also all of the other content. Nicole has been slaying our social this entire week. Tons of photos, tons of videos. It's really, really great.
Speaking of some more slaying going on, Adam Freeman, I brought up following the Rivian around, and you've just slammed stuck right on second place. We've watched Lily and Alex get a blue checkpoint.
Yeah.
We've watched them motor around, stop, re-navigate, and now they're shooting maybe back towards us.
Yeah, they drove right up to that blue checkpoint as well. And if you notice, that blue checkpoint was just a small pole. And you think, like, I can find a pole in the desert. You guys, it can be hard. So they're going back here. They're right around us somewhere. This is a road, this is a graded dirt road that comes along the washes and goes all the way up to Highway 78. It's a good way to navigate around here because a lot of the dirt that is to the left of her, it can be pretty whooped out, and it's awesome. It's often faster to go on that graded dirt road rather than try to just use the OHV stuff out there because it'll be whoopy and it's really hard on our stock vehicles. So Lily making a smart decision there. They're probably headed out and around to Gecko Road, but we will see. We will keep following them on the tracker. Again, you can go to YB Tracker, get that on your phone or on your computer, and you can follow all of your teams live right here, which is pretty awesome. And I think we've got a quick commercial message for you all, so we will be right back here at Rebelle Rally Live, brought to you by Toyota.
At Total Chaos, we believe in pushing everything to the limits and testing everything in our arsenal. We design our equipment to perform in brutal environments and some of the harshest off-road terrain. And because of that, we have been trusted to pre-run every mile of the Rebelle Rally for the last 6 years. Welcome to the chaos.
In the outdoor, the high life I've been waiting for. Living the moment till I die. And I'm gonna chase it. And I'm gonna chase it. I know we can't ignore it, no matter how I try.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
my proudest achievements would be the fact that I did compete and challenge myself in the Rebelle. It was my rookie year, first time doing it. I mean, it's 8 grueling days. There's no GPS. You can't use your phone. You have no contact. So for me to do all of that was pretty darn cool. This, I feel like I am more passionate about, and I have it in my heart because it's something that my family holds dear to them as well. It really helps that I have, people supporting me along the way.
Welcome back to Rebelle Rally Live here, presented by Toyota. And, we're presented by Toyota. We've got 16 Toyotas in the event this year.
That's crazy.
There's 4 Lexuses also, which, share some parts. Hey, let's jump out to Katie.
Hey, I'm here, and the start line officials are handing out candy. That's nice of you.
Yeah, I want them to be smart out there. A little, make sure that
Are you feeling smart, ladies?
We're gonna drive smart. We're not gonna wreck ourselves. We're gonna check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. That's our goal for today.
I love that line. Check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. Rubber side down. Hey, Mandy.
Yes.
How are you guys doing today?
Excellent. We're excited to get out into the sand.
So I understand you own this Rivian.
I do.
And you said the Rivian team invited you to come along for a training here in Glamis, so you've got some experience. Talk to me about how you're feeling about driving the big dunes today.
Yeah, we were out here with Nina's training as well, so Rivian and Nina's training. So we're really excited about it. This thing has sand mode, but there's a mode called rally mode that we played with and actually like a little bit more. So seems appropriate, right? Rally mode for the rally. So, but we're excited. It's all about just feeling the vehicle. You don't get the same feedback you do with a combustion engine as far as the throttle and everything else. So the moment you get stuck or start getting stuck, you got to stop. So you don't get that wheel spin. Yeah.
She says, ask me how I know over there. Now, have you teamed, at this part of the rally, teams tend to form alliances. Have you guys done any of that leading up to this day?
Yeah, we've been sharing a table with Laura and Holly. They've been great. And then when we get out there, we'll see where people are at. It's really hard. Usually we try to pair up with vehicles that are similar. There's 4 of us around. We're very spread out throughout the day, so we'll see.
Hey, we'll have a great time out there. I love Glamis, and it looks like you do too. Yep. So we'll see you at the finish line.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Good luck out there. Okay, we've got a Toyota right here. Mira and Sandra, how are you guys doing this morning?
Very excited. We're doing well. We're really, really excited to see what the checkpoints in the dunes have for us.
Now, you've trained out here, so are you feeling confident?
Yeah, I think we're definitely confident, not overconfident, because I don't know what challenges the real rally will, throw our way, but we've been here 2 or 3 times, and we love being here, so we're just out here to have fun while staying safe.
I can't wait to see you at the finish line. I'll be here waiting for you. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, we've got the Ventos and the French girls here. They're talking to Emily, so I'm not going to interrupt. And then now I've got... Hold on.
Katie.
What? Oh, you need to move up. I'll walk with you.
We're waiting on 117.
Oh. She knows what's going on this morning. I know how much you love the dunes.
We do. We both love the dunes. This is like the favorite day, I think, of most people out here. And we're in it. Okay. Gail changed a tire this morning, had to redo the ICO, reconnect it, the whole thing. So,
Did you wake up and find a flat tire?
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible.
I mean, it could be, but we're in it.
You're in it. I love that.
This is a Rebelle.
So you're going to put everything on the table today?
I mean, 99% chance, yeah.
Where's your bag?
We're going to play it a little safe. Oh, sorry,
okay,
guys.
sorry, safety. Yeah, little safety. They have to check their stat phones. Hey, have fun out there. We'll see you at the finish. Amanda.
Hi, Katie.
We've come full circle since the beginning of this rally. How are you two doing?
Doing great, thanks. It's gone by fast and slow at the same time.
Glamis is my favourite place, the giant beach with no water.
Yeah.
You looking forward to driving these dunes?
Absolutely. I've been out here a couple of times this year. It does look different than it did in February, but I'm excited to get out there and have a little fun.
Well, I'm going to be at the finish line. I think I'm going to ask people if they've made any major life choices on the rally. So think about that when you're out there having lunch, because that's the question I'm going to hit, and I can't wait to see you at the finish line.
Okay, thanks, Katie.
Bye, guys. Bye. Everyone is smiling and happy and excited. Their strategies seem to be coming into play. It looks like people are either putting it all on the table or they're keeping cautious, which is also smart because you can only win the Rebelle if you finish the Rebelle. Back to you, Emmy and Matthew.
I love how Katie said, you can think about it while you're eating lunch. Like, no one's eating lunch today.
They're cramming food in their mouths while they're busy working.
Well, I think we've got a shot of the tracker because it looks like Team 152. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with them. That is Sam and Becky in the 2020 Toyota 4Runner, because they're kind of in a place where there's no people, or there's no checkpoint.
Yeah,
so
you see them at the bottom right of the screen, kind of over there on their own wing.
They went south on the road, on this little paved road that where you can access the camping areas. They went south and they went in like at the same angle that where the checkpoints are a little bit further north. I just don't know. Maybe they plotted in the wrong quadrant, or they transposed a number or something, because there's no checkpoints near there.
Yeah, that could be frustrating. It could be a tough way to start the day.
Yeah.
Or knowing Sam and Becky, maybe it's just a little bit of masterminding, doing some extra.
Maybe it is. It'll be interesting to talk to them and find out just exactly what was happening. I mean, this is what's so hard, is because there is no set route. You know, it's not like the Baja 1000 where you know immediately if somebody is off route on the YB tracker. In this, like, I'm not in their heads. I don't know what is actually going on. But to us out here, it looks like they've made some kind of a mistake, but we don't know. Maybe they're going to go now due west and get to that black checkpoint. I have no idea.
That looks like Kara and Suzanne in our Tundra, iForce Max-powered Tundra out there, Duning it up.
Tuning it up. That's right. That is a live shot here. We've got the best drone pilots in the world.
More about Sam and Becky and navigating here this morning. Like, anything's possible today, really.
Yeah.
You could have a rough start of the day, and then it could start going much better later in the day after let's call it a wake-up call.
Yeah,
maybe not enough coffee. Hey, but here's a good thing about you at home following today. These checkpoints are in order. So it makes it a lot easier to look at the overall score today and follow how things are going. So as the teams are getting checkpoints, they're moving to the right across the grid, and you can see who's gotten what and figure out how they're doing to compare to each other.
Yep, it is a little bit easier to follow today, which is great. I know that we're going to be refreshing our tracker quite a bit, although Matthew and I are going to go out on course today. He's got a 4Runner that is pretty gosh darn well equipped with Total Chaos fabrication, so I'm not worried about it. Matthew's a great driver in the dunes, so we're going to go out, play around, have a little bit of fun, catch up with some teams. Hopefully we'll get to shoot some stuff from out in the dunes today to show you all tonight.
You know the other piece of that?
What's that?
We get to be in the air conditioning.
We do get to be in the air conditioning.
The other piece of going on course is just staying cool today.
All right. Oh, look at that. Another social comment. Love the dunes, Cheryl Snyder says.
Hi, fun ladies.
Yeah. What else? Aw, Team Fast and Curious and the Cantoy Divas. Though we love both of those teams. Cantoy Divas, of course, coming to us from Canada in that International Cup.
Last day, girls, 2023 Dunes Day. Get those CPs, stay on top of the sand, and have so much fun. Thank you, Julie.
Julie Finucci.
Yeah. It's not the first time we've heard from Julie.
Nope. So proud of all these ladies giving us serious FOMO. Well, Erin, get your little butt out here and be a competitor.
She has done.
Oh,
Come
that's
back.
right.
Come back and see us.
Come back. Let's go, Fortune and Glory rookies. Don't get stuck. Yep, don't get stuck. Super proud of y'all. Enjoy the dunes, number 189.
You know, everybody's had their rally this week. They've had all kinds of challenges. Maybe they did expect a lot. They probably didn't expect.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I'm curious, like, when are we going to see the tears? We almost saw some tears in an interview or two here. But, you know, we talk about getting through day 3, and it's like after someone gets through a day 3, they're like, oh, well, I don't know when this ends. Maybe this never
No, it
ends.
never
Maybe
ends.
this is life now.
It never ends. We're just going to be on this rally for the rest of our days. Well, listen, we want to thank you all for joining us this morning here at the Rebelle Rally Live presented by Toyota. This is day 7 brought to you by Total Chaos Fabrication. If you need anything for your Toyota, Ford, or Chevrolet, you need to check out chaosfab.com first because they got the best stuff.
Around 1:30 today, I believe Emmy's going to be back with Chrissy with a competition update.
1 p.m. Pacific, I will be back with the competition update. So we will be looking at who is leading, who's made good decisions, and it's going to be fun.
Going to be an exciting day. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to swing by rebellerally.com, Rebelle Live, rebellerally.com/promos/live.
/everything.
Find us on Facebook. Send us some comments.
You'll see us today at what time, Matthew? Today we are at...
Well, here's the deal. We're going to try to show you guys the finish line. And when a lot of cars start showing up, we're going to be live with it. But we're going to try to have you a live camera that lets you see your team coming in. We're still assembling some of that. But we're going to do our best to bring you the finale here.
Yes. We believe we should have winners coming in at 5 o'clock. But again, we want to make sure we get everybody. So it'll be a little bit loosey-goosey. So just check back with us at rebellerally.com/live. Thank you so much. We're presented by Toyota. We love you. We mean it. Bye.